Okay. Morning. Morning. Okay. Like I said the other day, I've still not figured out the lighting situation, so sorry. So we're just gonna um just go for it on the mat here. Uh, yeah, sorry I've not been around much this week, guys. I've been really busy just with work and exhaustion and being very, very tired. I hope everybody is feeling okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this to work properly. See. All right. So we're going to start. Lying down today. So you'll still need a block or a cushion or a textbook, whatever you've got handy that you'll be able to balance on later on, because we are going to be repeating the flow that we did last week. So there'll be some Ardha Chandrasanas in there, some half moons. So if you just want to grab something that's a little bit sturdy, so you can balance on it, and yeah, then we'll be ready to go. So I hope everyone's feeling okay. Like I said before, yeah, I've been a little bit exhausted this week. I've been working really hard, taking it out of me slightly. So I've not even really practiced my own yoga. So this might be a challenge for me this morning as well as you. Okay, so when you're ready, you just come to lying down on your mats and just allow your whole body to sink into the mat. And bring your legs out wide and the feet to the bottom corners of your mat. Bring your hands and your arms down by your side, palms facing upwards. Or you can place your hands on your belly, or one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Just close your eyes. Relax the backs of the feet and your calves. Feel the backs of your legs, your lower back and your upper back. Feel your shoulders and your arms sink into the mat. For this next hour, your mat or your towel or whatever you're using on the floor, it's your space. It's your safe space to practice yoga, to practice calming the mind, to practice opening and lengthening the body, and practice just being present in this moment without anything else to worry about. Let your head melt into the mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose and release it through your mouth. Once more, deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. Next time you inhale, I want you to take your breath into your belly. To really expand your belly, filling it up with air, and then releasing it, drawing your navel back towards your spine. Inhale, belly rises, fills up with air. Exhale, navel draws back towards your spine. If you have one hand on your belly, and one hand on your chest. You can feel the belly rise as you inhale, and then feel it drop down back towards the mat as you exhale. Breathing in and letting it go. Sending the breath up through the abdomen. I invite you to pause at the top of your breath, at the top of your inhale, and then release, drawing navel back towards your spine. Inhale, belly rises. Pause. Exhale, belly falls. Next time you inhale, feel the belly rise and fill up with prana. But this time, I invite you to send the breath into the rib cage, expanding the rib cage, into the chest, opening and expanding into the chest, and then into the shoulders. Maybe pause, and then release through your shoulders, chest, your rib cage, and finally your abdomen. Inhale, belly rises, chest and rib cage expand. Breath comes all the way up to the head. Exhale, release all the way back down. Take a few more rounds of your full yogic breath. If your hand is on your belly and your heart, you should be able to feel the lift each time you send the breath further up the body. And then feel your hand release when you release your exhale. One more time. Inhale, belly rises. Rib cage expands, chest expands. Pause. Exhale, release. Release your arms down to your sides if they are on your chest and your stomach. And just come back to your regular rhythm of breathing. Maybe take a moment to bring your focus and your awareness to space in between your eyebrows. Whenever you feel like you need a little bit of focus, a little bit of stability in this class, find your drishti. Drishti is your focus point. This can be something that you imagine, or this can be an immovable object in whichever room you're practicing in this morning. This can just help you to concentrate on the movement that you're doing, and it can also help with balance as well. Inhale, exhale. Your next inhale, just flutter your eyes open, and we're going to start to move into the body, lying down though this time. So stay lying down, and I just want you to draw your right knee into your chest, giving it a little bit of a squeeze, and then release. And do the same with your left leg. Draw your left leg into your chest, give it a little bit of a squeeze, and release. And then draw your right knee back into your chest. Let your right arm go long to the side of your body. And then we're just going to guide your right knee over to the left, creating a twist in the right side of your body. Your legs are going left. Your arm is going right. Your gaze is down your right fingers. Inhale, bring your leg back to center. Release your right leg and bring your left leg into your chest. Left arm comes out long, gaze might come over to your left fingers, and then we're going to guide your left leg over to the right hand side, keeping your left shoulder down. Doesn't matter how far your leg comes, doesn't matter if your knee or your toes don't touch the ground this morning. We're all feeling a little bit out of whack. Inhale, bring your knee back. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw both knees into the chest. Rock from side to side, and then cross your feet at your ankles, maybe holding on to the backs of your thighs, and we're going to rock and roll gently up the spine and come into a seated position at the top of our mat. So if you do have a block and you feel it's easier to use a block to sit on so that your hips can be lower, so that your knees can be lower than your hips, then please feel free to jump up on your block just now, just placing your sitting bones just on the edge of your block, just to invite a little bit more opening in the hip region. And come to cross-legged or wherever's comfortable for you, and we will just work into the side bodies a little bit more. So once you're nice and comfortable and positioned, which I am not this morning, I need to limber up a little bit more, I think. So placing your hands by your sides, we're going to inhale, raise the hands high, gaze might follow. Exhale, left arm comes in front, right arm comes behind, twist to the right. Gaze might come over your right shoulder. Inhale, raise the hands high, gaze back to the center. Exhale, right hand comes in front, left hand comes behind. Inhale, all the way back to center. Exhale, left hand in front, right hand behind. Inhale, all the way back to center. Exhale, right hand in front, left hand behind. Inhale, arms rise, back to center. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, I'm just going to switch my legs over. So, hands on the knees if you would like, or you can place your left hand at the side of you if it touches the floor, flat on the floor or just on the fingertips. Inhale, raise that right arm high. As you exhale, really open out into the right side of the body. Gaze might be up at the fingers. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Breathing in, raise your left arm. As you exhale, peel your left shoulder away. Gaze might be up at your left fingers, really opening and lengthening into the left side of the body. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Seated cat-cows. Place your hands on your knees, palms facing down. Inhale, roll your shoulders away from the ears. Okay. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling, pushing the heart and shining the heart forward into your seated cow. So your back is slightly arched at this point. As you exhale, round the shoulders. Gaze comes towards your feet, rounding in the back, drawing your navel in towards your spine. Inhale, arching that back, really coming through, shining that chest through into your seated cow. Exhale into your seated cat. Inhale, shine your heart through. Exhale, roll those shoulders, draw that navel back towards the spine, seated cat. Inhale, back to center. Release the block or cushion if you're sitting on one and come into your tabletop position on all fours on your mat, spreading your fingers really wide, really grounding down through your hands. Hands are about shoulder distance apart. Tops of the feet are pressed into the mat, knees are about hip distance apart, and you're looking for that straight spine. So your hips are stacked over your knees. We'll run through some tabletop cat-cow. So as you inhale, lift that tailbone towards the ceiling, arch the back, draw your shoulders away from the ears, and gaze comes upwards. Exhale, round in that back, draw that navel up towards your spine, gaze comes towards your knees. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Really feeling the spine mobilizing and beginning to warm up here. as we begin to create some space in our body to move. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to your tabletop. Grounding down through your left hand. As we inhale, raise your right hand high. Exhale, thread that needle through, bringing your shoulder down to the floor, bringing the side of your head down to the floor, keeping your hips stacked above your knees. Inhale, rise. Exhale, place your right hand down. Inhale, left hand reaches towards the ceiling, opening up through this front of the body. As we exhale, bring your left hand through. Shoulder comes to the floor, side of the head comes to the floor, feeling the opening and the twist in this side of the body. As you inhale, bring your arm back through. Exhale, place the hand on the floor. Okay, so we're going to create some space now and work into those legs. So inhale, I want you to extend your right leg and push the heel towards the back of the room. And just feel that stretch down your hamstrings and the backs of your leg. And then we're just going to lift that leg so that it's the same height as our tabletop. Take an inhale. Exhale, round the back and bring your knee towards your nose. Really pushing through all corners of your hands to round into that back to bring your knee further forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, place that foot back down. Extend your heel towards the back of the room. Really ground down through those feet, grounding into your right hand. And we're going to twist. Inhale, lift your left arm high. And just twist through the body. Gaze might be up at your left fingers. Exhale, release. Releasing your right leg, and we'll repeat on the left-hand side. Inhale, push that left leg back. Now plant the toes and just feel the lengthening down the left hamstring and the left calf. Really grounding into those hands. And then lifting that left leg high. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the knee through to the nose, rounding that back, pushing the hands away, drawing the shoulder blades away from each other so that you can bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, extend the leg back, flex your left foot. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, place the ball of the foot of your left foot on the floor, grounding down through your left hand. We're going to inhale and rotate to the right hand side, raising that right hand high. Take a breath here, draw that shoulder back. Inhale, exhale, release. Release the leg. Bring your knees out wide, bring your big toes to touch. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Extend your arms forward. And just bring your chest and your head down to the mat into your child's pose. Take a few breaths in your child's pose. Excuse me. And just know that this is your resting posture, and you can come to this posture whenever you feel the need to, whenever you need to take a moment for yourself, take a few breaths. If you want to set an intention for your class this morning, then feel free to do so here in child's pose. Maybe you've had a tiring week. Maybe you're needing some energy. Maybe just needing a little bit of guidance and a little bit of positive affirmation. Maybe you're just needing some time for yourself without all the chitter chatter of everything going on in the world at the moment. Take another breath. Release. And then come back into your tabletop position. We'll move into our first downward facing dog of the class. If you have tight shoulders, bring your hands further to the sides of the mat. But ideally they want to be shoulder distance apart. Grounding down through the index finger and the thumb, making sure that your wrists are stacked underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Inhale, hover your knees. Exhale, release. Making sure that those knees are about hip distance apart. Tuck your toes. Inhale, hover your knees. As you exhale, send your tailbone high. Lengthening out those legs, bringing your chest towards your thighs. Bring your head in between your arms. Really draw those shoulder blades away from each other, creating space in your upper body. And imagine somebody's pulling a piece of string on your tailbone. They're pulling that tailbone high up to the ceiling. Extend your legs. Keep a soft bend in your knees if you have tight hamstrings and you find this a little difficult. But you really want to be creating that long triangular shape of energy in your down dog. Gaze is towards your big toes or your feet. Heels draw down towards the floor. If this is too difficult, keep a soft bend in the knees. Try to avoid overextending in the shoulders and the back. Pedal out those feet, lifting one heel, lifting the other. This will really help to ease out those hamstrings this morning. Make any movement with the upper body and the lower body that you like. Maybe come back over into plank. Maybe send that tailbone high again. And then come to a place of stillness in your down dog. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands slowly back towards the feet. Coming into a shortened down dog so that your heels can maybe come towards the floor. Keeping that tailbone lifted. Bending the knees if you need to, if this helps your tailbone go higher. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand to the outside of your left foot or your left ankle. And then take your gaze underneath your left armpit. Inhale, bring your hand back to meet your left. As you exhale, bring your left hand to the outside of your right ankle and look under your right armpit. Keeping that tailbone high. Maybe your left leg is bent. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. Inhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take another breath here. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and tiptoe or walk to the top of your mat, landing in your forward fold so your knees can be soft in order to bring your chest down to your thighs, or your legs can be extended if you've got that lengthening in your hamstrings. Tailbone up towards the ceiling, head hangs heavy. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold once more. Planting your right hand in front of your feet. Inhale, twist, opening up the body to the left-hand side. Gaze comes up towards your left fingers. Exhale, release. Plant your left hand in front of your feet. Inhale, raise that right arm high. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release the hand back down to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight spine all the way up to standing. Hands come above your head. Gaze might follow. Exhale, hands to heart center. Right, Surya Namaskar A. Big toes to touch in your slither of air in between your heels. Come to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Take a moment here just to set up, just to engage through the feet, engage through the legs. Inhale, raise your hands high. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Tailbone lifts towards the ceiling. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into your high plank. Bum is lifted in line with your back, straight spine. heels pushing towards the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale, lower down through knees, untuck your toes and bring your chest down to the floor, keeping your elbows in at your rib cage. Inhale into your Bhujangasana, low cobra. Exhale, bend your knees, tuck your toes. Send your tailbone high into your downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and tiptoe or step to the top of your mat. Landing once more in your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Head is heavy. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Hands come above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, raise those hands high. Breathing out as you surrender over your thighs into your Uttanasana, forward fold, head is heavy. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant those hands, step back into your high plank, push those heels towards the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale, lower through knees, chest, chin, bringing your chest down to the floor, pushing through the tops of your feet. Inhale into your Bhujangasana. Exhale, bend your knees, tuck your toes, send your tailbone high to your downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your right leg high, keeping those hips square, flexing your right foot. And as you exhale, rounding, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, extend that right leg high. This time, as you exhale, I want you to bring your right knee to your left elbow and then plant your right foot on the floor. Rotate your left and reach up into your fallen star. Keep grounding through your right hand. Ground down through your left little toe. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, bounce your left hand down and go back into your 3-legged dog, extending your right leg. Exhale, plant your right foot on the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high, squaring those hips. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend that left leg once more. This time as you exhale, rounding your back, bringing your left knee to your right elbow, planting your left foot on the floor, pivoting on your right. Inhale into your fallen star. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, plant your right hand and send your leg back up into your 3-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, normal downward facing dog. Take 1 breath. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and walk, step or jump to the top of your mat. Landing once more in your Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing straight spine. Exhale, hands to heart center. Samastitihi. Take a drink if you need to. I'm going to open a window. I'm getting a little bit warm in here. All right. I'm going to go through Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B. Coming to your mountain pose at the top of your mat. Perhaps you want to bring your feet a little wider this time. We're going to move down into Utkatasana. So really grounding through all 4 corners of your feet. Maybe just practice shifting the weight forward between your heels and the ball of your foot, setting up for our chair pose. All right. Take an inhale, sink the tailbone back down as if you're sitting on a chair and raise your arms high so that your biceps come in line with your ears. If this is tough on your shoulders, just bring your hands to heart center or you can extend them out to the front. You don't have to bring your arms high. Sink that tailbone down, shifting the weight into your heels. Make sure you can see your toes beneath your knees. Take 2 breaths in your Utkatasana, your chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And we're going to twist. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring your left elbow to your right thigh and twist to your right. Now draw that left hip back to avoid the left knee popping out in front of the right, keeping everything square and stacked. Gaze might be up towards the ceiling. Really push down through both of those hands. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow comes over left thigh. Draw that right hip back. Gaze might be up towards the ceiling, really pressing those hands together. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands on the floor. Step back into your high plank. Inhale here. Now you can exhale through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, whichever your choice of vinyasa to do. So inhale. Exhale, lower through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to your up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, lift that right leg high, keeping those hips square. And as you exhale, rolling over, rounding that back and bringing your right foot through to plant it in between your hands. We're going to inhale into a high lunge, keeping our torso straight. Elongating the sides of the body. Keep a bend in this front knee. Make sure you can see your toes. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And we're going to twist. Inhale, just like we did with the Utkatasana. So really ground down through your back foot. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring your left elbow to your right knee and twist to your right. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling, pushing those, I'll turn this way, really pushing those hands together, keeping strong through your back leg. And breathe. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Lift back into your high lunge. As you inhale, raise those hands high. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor. Step back into your high plank. Inhale here. Exhale through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to your up dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your left leg high, flexing your left foot, keeping those hips square. As you exhale, round that back, creating space for your left foot to come through and plant at the top of your mat, keeping strong in your right leg. Inhale into your crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, twist to the left. Bringing your right elbow over your left thigh. Really grounding and engaging through your right leg and your right foot. Gaze might be up to the ceiling. Peel that left shoulder away from your ears. Inhale all the way back to center. Exhale. Inhale, raise those hands high. Exhale, plant them on the floor. Step back into your high plank once more. Again, vinyasa of your choice. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees as you exhale, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Landing again in your Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to your chair, sinking that tailbone down towards the floor. Strong and fierce in your chair. Exhale, stand. Samastiti He. Well done. Take another drink. Okay, Surya Namaskar C. Moving into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So if you want to get your block ready at this point, then perhaps you'll need it. So keep it either at the side or at the front of your mat. Big toes to touch. A little bit of slither of air in between your heels. Engage through your legs, through your core, lengthening out all the side body. Roll those shoulders back away from your ears. Smile. Take a breath. Just take a moment in your mountain pose here, your Tadasana, to collect your thoughts. Come back to your intention if you set one. Inhale, raise those hands to the ceiling. Gaze might follow, palms might touch. Exhale, folding, hinging at your hips, coming down into your Uttanasana. Soft bend at the knees if you have tight hamstrings. Hands to the floor, head hangs heavy. Inhale, half lift, hands touch the floor or the shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time step back with your right foot. You can either drop your knee or keep your right leg lifted, making sure your left knee is stacking over your left ankle as you inhale to rise into your high lunge. Relax your shoulders down. Engage through that core and really engaging through those thighs, keeping this front knee bent. Gaze might be up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We're going to twist again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to twist. Inhale, come all the way back up to center. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor and step back into your high plank. Take a moment. Inhale. Exhale through knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to your up dog or cobra. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Take another breath here. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, bring your right hand and plant it in between. Bring your right foot and plant it in between your hands. And then we're just going to heel toe your right foot out to the side, bringing your right hand in between, on the inside of your right foot. And then we're going to twist here. Planting that right hand down, we're going to twist to the side, raising your left arm high. Bring your left knee to the floor if it's easier for you to do it this way. If you can, keep your left knee lifted, making sure that that right knee is pushing against your right arm. Breathe. Exhale, lower your left hand back towards the floor. Heel toe your right foot back into the center. And we're going to set up for our Ardha Chandrasana. So if you want to bring your block or your cushion in just in front, about maybe just off your mat or at the top of your mat, depending on your positioning. And then we're going to shift our weight forward into our right foot. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, shift forward, lift your right leg. And if you want to stay here in this position, it's like a modified Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3, then you can. If you want to keep your left hand on the floor as well, that's perfectly fine. If you want to come into your full half moon, then inhale to prepare. Exhale, rotate your hips, don't worry if you wobble, round to the left-hand side, and rotate your upper body so that your shoulders are eventually going to stack over each other, making sure your hips are stacked over each other as well, keeping long and grounded through your right foot, flexing your left foot, and then maybe your arms come up high, and maybe your gaze comes towards your left fingers. If not, you can just keep it down at the floor or wherever is comfortable for you. Take one more breath in your Ardha Chandrasana, your half moon. Exhale, release your left hand down, slight bend in your right knee, release the block. As you exhale, bring your left foot forward, landing in your Uttanasana once more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight spine all the way back up to standing. Hands come above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, we'll repeat that on the left side. So I'm going to swap sides now so that I can face you when we're doing our half moon on this side. So you can stay where you are, but big toes to touch. So they're there in between your heels. Ground down. Set yourself up in your Tadasana. Inhale, raise your hands high. Exhale, hinging and folding your hips, coming down into your Uttanasana. Hands come to the floor, head hangs heavy, soft bend in the knees if you need to. Tailbone lifted towards the ceiling. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, planting the hands, step back with your left leg, coming into your runner's lunge on this side. Now making sure that your knee is tracking over your ankle. As we scissor the thighs together to inhale into a high lunge. Really press down and ground down through that back foot, through your left toes. Really scissoring those thighs together for balance. Drop your back knee if you need to. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, and we're going to twist on this side. Once more, inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring your left elbow over onto your right thigh and gaze up towards the ceiling, peeling that right shoulder back. Take a breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor. Step back into your high plank. Inhale here. Exhale through your vinyasa of choice, so knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send that tailbone high. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, bring your left foot through and plant it in between your right hands. Doesn't matter how many times it takes to shuffle it forward. Okay, take a moment here. As we inhale to rise into our high lunge on this side. Exhale, lower those hands. Heel toe your left foot out to the side and bring your hands in between, on the inside of your left foot. Keeping strong through that straight leg, your right leg. Planting your left hand next to your left foot. We're going to twist on this side. Inhale, raise your right hand high. Really push and press your left knee in towards your left arm as your gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Drop the back knee if it's easier. Exhale, release the hand. And then heel toe your left foot back into the center. So your foot is framed by your hands. We're going to move into our Ardha Chandrasana. So for the transition, get your block again, or your cushion, or your textbook, placing it about 8 or 10 inches in front of your foot, or wherever you feel is going to be comfortable for you. And then we're just going to shift the weight forwards. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting your right leg, straightening out your left, flexing your right foot. If you want to stay here, you can stay here. Feel free. If you want to come into your full half moon, we're going to rotate those hips, rotate those shoulders, so the shoulders are stacking over one another. You're opening out the front of your body. Right arm is high, and you're really creating a lovely shape with your Ardha Chandrasana. Left leg is engaged. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, release your right hand. Slight bend in your left knee. Bringing your hips back squared. As you exhale, bring your right foot to meet your left. Landing in your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, standing straight spine, hands come above your head. Exhale, Samasthiti. All right, take a drink. As we move into a little bit of warrior flow. So coming, maybe I'll stay on this side. No, stay on this side. All right, coming into your Tadasana, your mountain pose at the top of your mat. Take a couple of breaths in your mountain pose. Collect your thoughts. Maybe step back in with your intention. Inhale, raise those hands above your head. Gaze might follow, palms might touch. Exhale, Uttanasana. All the way down, forward fold, hinging at your hips. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step back with your left leg. Pivot on your left foot, so the outside of your foot is parallel with the back of your mat. And then we'll mill your arms over into your warrior two, your Virabhadrasana two. Taking a moment to set up, make sure that your alignment is correct in this posture. So you want the heel of your right foot in line with the arch of your left foot. And your torso wants to be straight. Bending this knee, make sure you can see your toes. Imagine someone's pulling your left hand back towards the back of the room slightly so that you're not extended over your hip like that. So, Virabhadrasana 2. Gaze, drishti is down your right middle finger. Take a moment in your Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, straighten out that front leg. Raise the hands high, gaze might follow. Exhale, back into your Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior, bringing your left arm down your thigh. Right arm comes high. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm comes to your thigh, left arm comes above your head. Gaze might be up at your left fingers. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, straighten out that front leg. Hands come to the hips. And we'll set up for Trikonasana. You can heel toe your foot in slightly if you like, if that's easier for you in Trikonasana. And then we're going to inhale to raise our hands high. Well, raise our hands to our shoulder height. Exhale. Inhale, reach forward, sending your left hip back. Reaching forwards with your right fingers. Exhale, bringing your right hand down to the floor or your shin. Left arm comes above, stacking those shoulders on one another, keeping your legs straight. And then gently peeling your left hip back. So you're creating a lovely opening in the front of your body and down your right leg. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale all the way back up standing. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands to hips. Bending that front knee slightly. And then we're going to reverse our Trikonasana. So we need to step up so that your left toes are pointing towards the left corner of your mat. And maybe you want to shorten the distance between your feet here. Because Trikonasana can be a little tricky sometimes. I'm going to turn this way. I knew I should have been the other way around. So making sure that you're really grounded through both of your feet here. And your hips are shining forward, they're facing towards whichever side of the room you're facing towards. Inhale, raising those hands high. Exhaling with a straight spine, coming forwards, and then we are going to bring our left hand either to the floor in front of our right foot, or to the side of our right foot, or to the inside if that's easier. I like the outside because it gives me a little bit more of a challenge. Exhale, raise your right hand high. Revolve your triangle, revolve your Trikonasana. Really try and peel this right shoulder away so that you're opening out into your chest. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands on the floor. If you want to come into revolved Ardha Chandrasana from here, then you can. If you grab your block wherever it is, keeping both of your legs straight, planting your left hand on your block, just like we did in our normal Ardha Chandrasana. But this time we're going to shift our weight into our right foot. Left hand is on the block or on the floor. And we're going to extend that left leg high, flexing the left foot. You can stay here if you like. If you want to come into the full revolved Ardha Chandrasana, really ground down through your right foot and raise that right arm high. Revolved half moon. Lovely. Well done, guys. This is a really challenging posture. Exhale, release the hand. Release your left hand. And then bring your left leg and your left foot back to meet each other. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing straight spine. Hands come above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we'll repeat that on the other side. So, I'm just, stay on this side. All right. Okay, Tadasana, mountain pose. Big toes to touch. Slither of air in your heels. Engaging through those legs, making sure the tailbone is lengthening down towards the floor. Breathing in, raise those hands high. As you exhale and surrender over your thighs, bring your chest to your thighs, your Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step back with your right leg, making sure the outside of your right foot is coming parallel with the top of your mat or the bottom of your mat. Bend in your left knee. As you inhale all the way over into your Virabhadrasana 2 on your left side. So keeping that knee drawing into the midline, you can see your toes, your knees stacked over your ankle, left ankle in line with arch of right foot, torso is straight, chest is pointing forwards, hips fall wherever, shoulders are relaxed, gaze is down your left middle finger. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Inhale, straighten out that front leg, raise those hands high. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm comes down your right leg, left hand lifts. Inhale, Warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, Warrior 2. Exhale, straighten out your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips, setting up for your Trikonasana. Heel toe your foot in slightly to shorten your stance. Raise your arms to shoulder height. Inhale, reach forward, sending your right hip back towards the back of the room. When you can't go any further, bring your left arm down to meet your left ankle or the floor or your left shin. Raising your right arm high, stacking your shoulders. Gaze is up towards your right fingers. Peel your right hip back to feel the opening. This side of the body, both legs are straight. Trikonasana. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Exhale, hands to your hips. And then we're going to set up for our revolved half moon on this side. So, bringing your right foot forward slightly, right foot pointing towards the right corner of your mat. Both legs are straight. Again, I'm going to turn this way. You can stay where you are. All right. If you want to go into revolve half moon as well, remember to have your block handy at the front of your mat if you need it. So grounding down through both feet, hips facing forward, body is straight. Inhale, raise your hands high. Exhale, hinging at those hips, coming down, straight spine, bringing your right hand either on the outside of your left foot, on the inside or in front, wherever is easiest, and then revolve, twist, raising your left hand high, stacking your left shoulder on top of your right shoulder, opening out this side of the body, revolve Trikonasana, grounding down through both of your feet. Exhale, release that left hand. If you want to come into revolved half moon, now's the time to grab your block, placing your right hand on your block or your cushion, your textbook, whatever you're using. And then we're just going to ground down through our left foot and shift the weight into our left leg, lifting our right leg high. If you want to stay here, you can stay here, flexing that right foot. Really straighten out and engage through your left leg. This is really good for balance. So find your drishti, find your focus point. If you want to come the full way, inhale to prepare. Exhale. Woo, don't worry if you wobble. Exhale. Revolve your half moon. Keeping your right foot flexed. Gaze might eventually come up to your left fingers. Strong in that left leg. Exhale, release your hand back to your mat. Move your block away. Bring your right hand down. Exhale, bringing your right foot to meet your left. Landing in your Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Hands come above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Amazing, guys. Take a drink. And we'll move down to the floor. Okay. Big toes to touch, so they're in between your heels. Palms are facing forwards. Roll those shoulders, relax those shoulders back and down, away from your ears. Breathing in, raising your hands high, palms might touch, gaze might follow. Exhaling, surrendering over those thighs into your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Slight bend in the knees if you need to. Hands come to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. This time we're going to come up onto the balls of our feet. Bring our heels, lift our heels and bring our sit bones down towards our heels so that we're coming into a tiny little ball, but we're on top, we're on the balls of our feet. So we're really sort of rounding that back and really trying to make ourselves into the smallest shape possible. And then slowly we're going to drop our heels down towards the floor. And as we do, bring our arms out long. And then see if you can sink back onto your bottom from there. And it's not as gracefully or as ungracefully as I tend to do it. All right, so once you're there, I want you to come into your Dandasana for a moment, to your staff pose. So bring your legs out wide and bring your toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe remove the fleshy bits from beneath your bum so that you can sit on your sit bones and straighten out those legs. If you need to bend the knees, keep the knees bent if you do have the tight hamstrings. And lengthening the sides of the body. Gaze towards your big toes. And let's just sit in Dandasana for 2 breaths. Okay, keeping that left leg lengthened, we need to bring your right foot closer to your body and then just bring your right foot over your left thigh and we're going to create a twist on this side. So making sure that the left foot is flexed and the right foot is planted on the floor. We're going to wrap our left arm around our knee Or if you have the space and the mobility to do it, you can bring your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Okay? And then we're going to twist to the right. So keeping that back elongated, keeping your right hand behind you, and we're just going to twist round. Gaze might be over your right shoulder, keeping the lengthening in your spine, keeping your left foot flexed, just feeling the twist on this right hand side. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Exhale, release your right leg. And then bring your left leg in towards your body. Planting your left foot on the outside of your right thigh, keeping that right foot flexed. Lengthening through your spine. Bringing your right arm across your left knee. Or if you have the space to do it, bringing your arm over your knee like that. I don't have the space. It's something that I struggle with on both sides. Bring your left hand behind you, lengthening through that spine. And then we're just going to twist over, gaze over our left shoulder. Breathing into this twist. Inhaling. Every exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper or a little further. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Exhale, release your leg, and we'll just move down through Navasana, boat pose, onto the floor, onto our backs, should I say. So, bring your knees, again, hovering on your sitting bones, bring your knees in towards your chest, and then bring your shins on your calves so they're parallel with the floor of the mat. And really try and avoid the rounding in the back here. You want to be shining your chest forward, pointing those toes, and coming into your Navasana, your boat pose. Hands are out long. If you want to stay here for a couple of breaths, you can. Or you can work into that core by exhaling, lengthening out. Inhaling, coming back up. One more. Lovely. All right, let's release onto the floor. Slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And all the way down. Okay. So once you're on the floor, guys, just take a moment to let your body just settle and connect with the mat once more. And then bringing your right knee into your chest, bringing your left knee into your chest, giving yourself a hug. We're going to rotate and twist onto the left-hand side. So bringing your right arm out long, bringing your left hand on the outside of your right knee, and gently guide your knees over to the left-hand side, keeping your right shoulder grounded onto the floor, gaze over at your right fingers. Inhale all the way back to center. Left arm comes long, right hand comes over left knee, and guide those knees over to the right hand side. Left shoulder stays grounded on the mat. Gaze over at the left fingers. Inhale all the way back to center. Gaze comes back to center. Give yourself one last big hug again. If you want to come into happy baby at this point, then feel free to do so. I always find it's a nice posture to end with. So happy baby is bringing your knees closer to your chest and pushing the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling, and then grabbing either the inside or the outside of the soles of your feet and allowing your knees to draw closer to your chest. And then maybe you want to rock from side to side, trying to Lengthen through the back of the body to make sure that the whole spine is resting on the mat. And then gently release. And bring your legs out long. Let your ankles and your feet fall to the sides. Bring your arms out long, allowing your palms to face upwards. Close your eyes. Feel the backs of the legs and the feet as they melt into the mat. Feeling your whole body settle and reconnect with the earth. Allowing your shoulders to relax away and down from your ears. Allowing your head to gently melt into the mat as your chin dips slightly towards your chest. Feel the length in the back of the neck. Take a deep breath in through your nose and then release it through your mouth. One more time. Breathe in all that good stuff, that new fresh prana, the new life force. And then let it go. Bring your focus between your eyebrows. Shavasana. If you want to stay in your Shavasana for a little longer this morning, then you can. But otherwise, slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your breath, to your body, to your mat, to the room that you're practicing in, to your mind. Make some gentle movements with your fingers and your toes. Maybe rotating your ankles and your wrists. Maybe you want to give yourself a full body stretch this morning. Bring your arms overhead, really pointing and flexing and pointing those feet. And then releasing all that tension. Gently bringing your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself one last big hug. And then slowly rolling over onto your right hand side. So Shavasana is the Sanskrit name for corpse pose, which just signifies all the energy and all the tapas and the heat that you've built in your practice. Shavasana is the end of that. It's the release. It's getting rid of all the negativity, all the energy that no longer serves you. And then rolling over into your fetus position just signifies a rebirth of new energy, new life force for the day or for the week. The end of your practice and the beginning of your next practice. Slowly allowing yourself to come back to a seated position on your mat. Keeping your gaze soft and your eyes closed if you wish. Dipping your chin towards your chest. Bringing your hands to Namaste at heart center. Thank you for practicing with me this morning. Thank you for tuning in and turning up on your mats. I know we're going through some difficult times at the moment and there's a lot of uncertainty around, but I want you to know that your mat is always there if you need to practice or if you just need to breathe, if you need some time out. You can always return to yoga, stretch it out, flow it out, breathe it out, meditate it out, whatever you need to do. Take a really deep inhale through your nose and let it all go through your mouth. One more time. Bringing your thumbs to rest in between your eyebrows, your third eye center. May your Easter Sunday be filled with as much joy as it can, and maybe a bit of chocolate along the way. The light in me honors and salutes the light in all of you. Namaste. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's quite a toughie, that, wasn't it? Quite a hard flow to practice on a Sunday morning. But yeah, thanks for turning up. Feel free again to send me any messages, any comments on Facebook or Instagram, just about the practice, about what you'd like to practice more of. If there's anything you'd like to practice more of, I'm going to hopefully today, or it might be tomorrow. I'm going to try and put some sun salutation videos up on YouTube. Just running through Surya Namaskar A, Surya Namaskar B, and Surya Namaskar C, just so that you can come and practice them whenever you like. So yeah, hopefully either today or tomorrow. But yeah, hello. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Just had a little message. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope Paul's been practicing as well, and Declan. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, all right. So keep your spirit strong, guys. Keep smiling. Keep breathing. And yeah, if you want me to practice anything else, just let me know. All right. Have a great day. Bye.